Just chill out. Don't do it. There's nothing going on. I can tell this is actually going to be tons of fun. Hi guys, and welcome to the new this thing, whatever this is, where we're gonna make cocktails, we're gonna make food, you know, have a good time, and maybe teach something, maybe you'll learn something, and I don't know. We'll see where it goes. I know, I practice this like once.
Well, no shit.
With it being Kentucky Derby time, I figured that this would be a great time to do a mint julep. Talk a little bit about, you know, the history of it. Not a lot, but I'll give you a little bit. And then, yeah, we'll taste it and go to town. I don't know. It's Friday. Let's go. So everybody knows a mint julep. It's synonymous with the Kentucky Derby and all the fun that's had watching horses go around tracks. When it initially came out, it was basically there to help the medicine go down. The late 1700s was a trying time for things that tasted good, and the medicine tasted like gasoline, so they had to sweeten it up a little bit. So that's when they came up with the julep. It wasn't until the late 1800s when they came up with something that's pretty close to the modern version of the mint julep. Although they came up with 5 versions of that, depending on what your poison was. Sweeten this, sweeten that, but it was everything from champagne to gin to whiskey, brandy, and you just run down the list and it's a julep. But in 1938, that's actually when it became synonymous with the Kentucky Derby. Now, Kentucky is full of whiskey, and so why not just throw it on a racetrack where everybody's betting all their money and probably going downtown. Finding some ladies of the night.
Hello, ladies. Awesome.
Maybe have 5. Maybe have 10. I don't know. So anyways, what are we waiting for? Let's get to the recipe.
Finally!
So what you're going to do is, you want, I don't know, I've been throwing these in there while we talk. I mean, the mintier the better. It smells great. But as you can see, we are, I mean, to your taste, but probably between 8 and 12 leaves. Don't do the stems, just because if you actually beat those up a little bit, they become kind of bitter. This thing's all about being sweet, like me. We got those in there now. We're gonna start to make the drink. Normally you'd muddle this, but you can beat it up pretty well with regular ice cubes.
Question.
What?
Are we not saying phrasing anymore?
So we're gonna take this and throw some ice in there with those mint leaves. It's pretty simple. For my first long version video, I figured the simpler the better, right? We're going to go with the Tater's favorite. A nice little Buffalo Trace here. I mean, you can't hate on it. The price is great. Costco, perfect. We're gonna go with 80 mils of this. Sweet things aren't my favorite, so I like to make it a little bit stronger. And as you can see, my technique here is to use 2 hands when I pour. That's just because I'm shaking a little bit, and it's not because I'm nervous, it's because I drank like a pot of coffee earlier, because, you know, right now on the East Coast it's 10:30, and yeah, I mean, what are you gonna do? Hopefully this puts me to bed. We're gonna mix that with 20 mils of a Demerara Simple Syrup. It's better than white sugar, but if you have white sugar, it works. I mean, you're just looking for the sweetness in all reality. And I mean, if you put enough bourbon in it, well, who cares? Actually, there's a little bit left in there, so gonna be a good night. So there we go. That's basically our base. Now normally you could muddle this. I don't feel like dirtying a muddler in doing that. So basically use bigger ice cubes to beat it up. You're basically muddling it, and then we'll go from there. So shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. Ooh. So those big ice cubes shouldn't have diluted it too much. We're gonna really work on that in a second when we use this crushed ice for the assembly of the cocktail. So actually, one thing I forgot before we play that game, you don't have to add this. Man, what did I do? But it, like I'm saying, we're layering flavor, so a couple dashes of Angostura that will help set it up. That's all. That should be enough. So, to assemble this, you have to get your nice little Julep cup. What I like to do is put a little bit at the base. This is crushed ice, by the way. And don't worry, I promise you that I brought my bag out and beat it up with a hammer just so it could get the perfect consistency. Or, you know, modern technology, and well, I used my ice maker. Crush. Cool. So what you're going to want to do is we're going to double strain this just to make sure we don't get any chunks of mint or anything in it. You don't have to do that. It just, when you use the straw, it can clog. It could give you something that you don't really want. Nothing like spinach in your teeth, right? Anyways. Putting this in, strains out the ice too, so then we're gonna pack this up. It's almost like a snowball. For anybody that doesn't know what that is, good bowl board. Egg custard marshmallow. Let's go. Could use a spoon, it's fine. There we go. So we pack the ice on top. She likes it like that. Stick that right in there. And then, what you want to do is, you got to remember that this is all about the mint. So basically what I'm doing is I smack the mint to really get that going. Makes it smell really nice. Like think if you're mowing your lawn and you hit a spearmint patch kind of thing. It's great. But you really want to keep that going. So you have the mint in the drink, you have the mint right there, but if you actually stick the straw like right in the mint leaf, you always get the mint. It's nice. But if you want to add just a little bit extra, get your leaf. You just take some of that oil, rim it around the glass, rub it on the straw. There you go. Mint julep. What do you guys think? Kind of nice, right? Ice cubes are a little big, but that's fine. Let's go for the taste. That is going to put me to bed. So the Julep Cup, it's nice. You keep it in the freezer, like it will keep everything cold. But packing all that ice in there, it's going to dilute it over time, but I mean, drink it like an adult, shouldn't dilute too much. But don't drink too many of them. Though you might be sweet enough, that sugar headache the next day is, ugh. Unless you're like 20. Then that kind of stuff doesn't affect you really. I hope you guys enjoy this. Follow Baguette and Blue on all social media. And yeah, to the Mint Juleps. Watch the Kentucky Derby. Go Horsies. So many cuts.